I'd like to start off with Quran by Brother Ahmed.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ كنتم أعداء فألف بين قلوبكم فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا وكنتم على شفا حفرة من النار فأنقذكم منها كذلك يبين الله لكم آياته لعلكم تهتدون ولتكن منكم أمة يدعون إلى الخير ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر وأولئك هم المفلحون ولا تكونوا كالذين تفرقوا واختلفوا من بعد ما جاءهم البينات وأولئك لهم عذاب عظيم صدق الله العظيم.
The sound system here is not set up properly. We're missing some cables. So I would like to start off, inshallah, with a promo video for the people who didn't get a chance to see it.
Have you ever thought of freelancing? Is it time for you to take your career to the next level? Marketing your skills to startups. Start your own company or even a project on the side. Creating your own app. Seek more exposure and growth. We work together to provide you with the tools that you need to make it happen. Great things are only achieved when you work together. Transitioning from the student world to the corporate world. School is not enough to prepare you you need more, and that's what we're here for. One of the key factors that will determine the success of this group is collaboration with students and professionals. Formally, when we get together, we learn. Let's give back to the community.
So before I go ahead and start with our program, I would like to first introduce the group and then say why as a group we're doing this. We're a group of individuals in the Silicon Valley who noticed a huge gap between students and professionals and thought about solving the problem. We all know that transitioning from being a student to being a professional in the industry sometimes seems clueless. We felt the need for a group where students could interact and get some quality advice and direction from professionals within our community to help them build their career path while they're still in school. At the same time, this will help professionals who are currently working to shift, if they would like to shift their industry from one industry to the other, or would like to move from one company to the other to get the insights from other professionals. So we'll start off with the mission statement. So I divided the mission statement into 3 goals. If we meet these goals, then we will succeed, inshallah. The first one, of course, is to bridge the gap between professionals and students, foster career development by cultivating members' talents, and establish a network of like-minded individuals who can share their expertise. I'll go ahead through. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 70% of all jobs are found through networking. That means 70% of all jobs are not even published. They're found through referrals, employee referrals, or internally within the company. And that's okay. So let's start by talking to employers and seek exposure, network with trusted friends and acquaintances. So we thought about how you will be able to solve a problem, we thought about offering two things within that group that will help develop the career of the students and help the professionals as well. So two offerings will help us reach our objective. The first one is offering seminars on a regular basis, either monthly or bi-weekly. We'll see from after we get your feedback. So offering such seminars will increase the skill set of the candidates to become competitive candidates within the market, and that's with the aid of the professionals within our community to help them, give them the complete exposure to the industry. There's three types of seminars that we are planning to offer. The first one, seminar that's going to cover general topics like interpersonal skills, leadership, project and time management, or even professional writing. Other specific seminars will be related to specific fields. One of the specific fields that I'll be covering, since I come from a software networking engineering background, I'll just give my insight in that, is giving a seminar, for instance, about database or app development. Such seminars will not give you the full exposure of the topic or the full knowledge, but at least will give you a brief knowledge that will put you on the first step in that skill. You don't have to be an expert, but having such a skill will definitely give you a better opportunity within the market, and that's why we're here. The third topic is more geared towards the people who would like to start companies, and that's going to be with the aid and help of founders in the Bay Area. So people who will give the seminars are founders in the Bay Area. They're going to talk about the lean startup mentality, elements needed to start companies, and how to do market research, how to reduce the risk of starting a company, and maybe acquire ideas from within our students. So such seminars, as I mentioned, will cultivate members' talents. People are not the same, and the key success factor is to know your professional talent and get it activated. The environment we're setting here through the seminars will mimic the real-world environment. Our second offering depends on 4 goals. First one, give help in projects that will put the student to the first step in the industry, and that's by suggesting projects that cover the most demanding area of the field. This will then give the opportunity for the students to work in the field that relates to their specific project after they graduate. Guide the student to the material needed, either in their research or their project, that will be useful for them and more oriented towards that project. Make sure that the outcome of the project is professionally or presentable when you go to interviews. Build a strong network. Build a strong network of students and professionals. Create a friendly atmosphere, as I mentioned, where professionals and students get together and meet face-to-face and have some constructive discussions. Good opportunity also for professionals to grow their network and get other dimensional views within their industry from other professionals in the community. Offer an outlet for professionals to volunteer and give back to their community by offering their wisdom and insights of the industry. Their valuable time of professionals is way more important than just donating money. It's sadaqah jariyah, it's like an ongoing charity, inshallah. I would call career exploration and guidance the most important part, because I think it will be useful to develop the student's career. And that's by first meeting the goal of having an organized and relevant curriculum. What do I mean by having organized and relevant curriculum? Many students here can just go to school, go to advisors or consultants, and set up their 4-year goal or 2-year goal, or even set up a focus for them. However, those advisors, sometimes they might be outdated. They don't know what's needed in the market. They don't know what's the technology up to, or they don't even know what financial advisors do, data analysts do, what is the cutting edge technology, what's the industry at. So by getting the professional who's currently working in the industry, they can go through the course description of those students in the school and pick what's the most relevant and give them the focus they need depending on their expertise. Also, like when I was a student, I used to learn certain tools that all schools teach, like Excel, knowing some programming, MATLAB, just generic stuff. But then when I went into the field, I felt like I didn't learn anything, because I didn't know what tools were used in the industry. In any field, not only engineering. This can be just emulated to all other fields. That getting the exposure of the current used tools is a very important thing to make you stand out there, by knowing what's there in the market and what do they use. So that's something that you can only get from people who are working currently. So this will give the sense of mentorship from professionals, as the collaboration will be awarding for both, inshallah. Now we'll move on with our next part of the program, and I would like to introduce our first speaker. I'll give a short bio of each speaker, inshallah, before the speech. And our first speaker is Dr. Akram Ghazal. He graduated from Cairo University College of Medicine. He holds an MBA from Glasgow University. He started his career in Egypt, and then he moved to Saudi Arabia, where he progressed in his career. He immigrated with his family to the US in 2000. He started his first company, Al Alamea Pharmaceutical, in 2007. Last year, he founded AG Medco in Palo Alto. Unfortunately, he needs to leave right after this event because he's going on a business trip. We thank him for coming here to our event in a very short notice.